Our shop is used for a variety of things, all of which seem to produce some form of dust or overspray. From cutting and fabricating to painting and hydro-dipping, literally everything we do creates a mess. A victim of that mess has been our MR2 chassis Volkswagen Bug, patiently sitting on the sidelines for its days of glory to once return, right next to a swamp cooler. For those unfamiliar, a swamp cooler uses moisture to cool the air. Well, that moisture, paired with all the dust we produce, has created a thin layer of concrete on top of the Bug's clear coat. We discovered this because that dude in blue was in town. He wanted to check out the shop and I wanted him to drive the Bug, so we took it out to wash it and realized this concrete dust would not wash off. It was only after he ripped the Bug around that I discovered a secret formula that takes the dust and overspray right off without wet sanding.
Has seen basically a year of fine sandblast dust paired with the moisture of a swamp cooler. And I don't think it's gonna come off, honestly. It's pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah. You can see it.
I know. I'm just gonna do like one spot and see. I don't know if you can see it.
Look, you broke through.
Dude,
It almost looks like a green metallic.
There's green in there. What'd you power
Crap,
focus?
what did I do green? What did I spray green?
Covers for all the cars though.
Yeah, that would have been really useful a year and a half ago. A little moisture? You already got it?
It's
You got it, yeah. It's not like you're gonna scratch the paint.
it's green.
I can't. No, it is. I mean, luckily, I think the paint is on top of the dust. That's unreal. Okay, so what lesson have we learned?
Car covers
Are essential in my shop, specifically.
Yes.
Oh, not a single part of this vehicle is watertight, but this tablet's a giant pile of so it doesn't matter. Boom. Now begins the task of, well, one, let me show you this. If you're new here, you won't appreciate this. If you're not new here, look at how clean. I mean, there's still stuff on the wall, but look at how, look, you can walk. The floor has been swept. I can walk through here nicely. We have all this room back here to work on the giveaway truck for GUMOUT. Booyah. Okay, the concrete layer that has formed itself is basically just on the top flat pieces, right? So sides are actually still looking pretty freaking good. We just got the roof, the front, and this little wool pad, little Harbor Freight thingy. Basically, that makes the air really moist. Moist air plus fine dust, along with all the other dust I create here, equals really sad layer of all that speckly stuff. That's not in the paint, my dudes. That's what everything is supposed to look like. And, oh no. So I think we gotta wet sand this. Obviously, you and I now know there's a secret sauce that'll take this off, but at the present time of filming, I had no idea. So this is 2000 grit. My biggest concern with this was wet sanding on top of dust would probably scratch the paint more, but... So, pretty obvious difference. So we have a lot of work left to do because, like I thought when we were wet sanding, the dust kind of did add some scratches. So we have quite a bit of that guy to go, but at least proof of concept, we can get it off. it's just gonna take 10 years.
In case anyone's curious, the brand of polish and compound that I use is called Wizards. I swear by it.
This does not come off. This is not perfect, however, that is about what we're going for, and that's about all I care to do. That took about an hour, if you can believe it. Yeah, we have a tremendous amount of work to do. I wish there was I suppose I'll try it since we're here. See what it do. Oh my gosh. It's actually work. Why didn't I try this an hour? Gosh, dang it. That's crazy, isn't it?
That's insane.
Yeah, look at how much.
Dude.
I mean, the texture, because you can feel, you can hear it.
Yeah, you can scratch your back over there.
Yeah, and then here's smooth just from the lacquer thinner.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, lacquer thinner is the secret ingredient. Get it now before California makes it illegal like everything else that they're trying to make illegal. However, the wing here, spoiler, picnic table, whatever you want to call it, was directly in front of the swamp cooler, so it had constant airflow, which means it didn't get as much dust to actually settle on it. So the roof and the hood are way worse than what this was, and that's what I'm still afraid of tackling.
That worked remarkably well. That side took an hour, this side took about 4.5 minutes, which means we still only have 7 hours to get the roof done.
Naturally, I would assume there are some paint correction extraordinaires and detailing professionals watching me do this, and they are probably cringing at the fact that I'm using these blue towel rags to perform the performance that I'm performing. I want you to know I'm well aware you shouldn't do this. If you are unaware, do not use paper towels of any sort to wipe off your car because it will scratch it. You'd be surprised at how rough they actually are. But being that I'm going over this with rubbing compound and a buffing pad, it doesn't really concern me because of what I just did. Look at that shine. Do as I say, not as I buff.
Now, I'm gonna throw a little bit of fancy voila. Let's see if we can really see what we got going on here. So obviously the paint itself isn't perfect because I painted this, so you can see the orange peel, but my goodness gracious. I did want to point out, as our name goes, we experiment with stuff. I don't want you guys to take lacquer thinner or any form of like mineral spirits or any other kind of solvent on your paint, and then when it takes it off, I don't want to get an email or message saying like, "Why you told me?" Just use this at your own regard, because if you have perhaps clear coat that sucks, or you have raw paint, a lot of those lacquers are going to take it right off. So take this with a grain of salt. So on,
Clutch?
start. Clutch, well, it doesn't matter if it's in neutral. This thing, it's just a staging brake that you can still lock it.
That's 2000? It looks like one.
Maybe.
It's a twin disc. Okay.
But
Bring it to me. Holy crap, dude. This thing is wild. This is so insane, dude. Okay. From a dead stopper.
yeah.
Scary.
It's scary because of what the car is. Like, it's not like yours is probably about as quick as that, but there's just a lot more chaos.
That was awesome. Is it so good? Are we good?
Oh yeah,
I wasn't sure if it was the motor or was that tire smoke.
that was tire.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, you did good.
Now I feel like I got it. I feel like I know the car now.
Yeah, still sketchy.
Should we call it? No more?
If you
I'll
want
do another one.
Do one more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
It is cool to see it from the outside. I'd like to hear it.
So you just spin and bang it off rev limiter.
Yeah.
That thing sounds good too.
Thank you.
It's so much fun.
Something's smoking. That's probably just heat wrap.
It's heat wrap.
Cool.
Good call though. No! It overheated. No!
Hopefully just now.
No.
Yeah, maybe it was recent.
That would have been so cool. To be fair, it was next to an engine, but still.
All right, we got her shined up real good. So good, in fact, that you could see where the bugs landed originally when I cleared this thing. That was a wing from a mosquito. Somewhere in here, you can see the outline of 6 legs, I believe. I don't know if that's, I don't know. But so that's looking good. That's looking good. Everything is looking exactly as it once was when we freshly painted it. This would all be completely pointless if we didn't put this thing on it. Whoa. Okay, we've learned several things in this video. One, a $50 car cover would have made all of this not an issue. Two, overspray and dust and moisture can create a concrete layer on your car. We also learned lacquer thinner can take that off. Again, be careful if that's the route you're gonna go. We also learned wet sanding with 2000 grit will take it off. It's a much slower process. We learned that it was not a complete loss and we were able to get the car back to where it once was. So learn from the mistakes that I made, and you should be good to go.